Hey everybody, it's Moonbo here, and welcome back to more Endless Scrap Mechanic. Now, I don't know if you've noticed or not, but today is a very fan-themed day, and that's because last week we saw a really cool wind tunnel. You guys had all sorts of suggestions, so I decided to do a whole bunch of them and just dedicate an entire day to fan builds. So like I said, last week we had the wind tunnel, today we had the really cool indoor skydiving facility, and here we have an awesome fan-powered military hovercraft. Now, I've definitely had a lot of fun building with the fans. Like I've said in the other videos, they can be very laggy, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing any more of them, but if you guys do have any suggestions for future builds that use the fans, then you can still put them down in the comments, and I may or may not revisit this theme a little bit. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys what I have set up with the hovercraft there behind me. We're going to take it around for a fun hovering ride around this world, and maybe even take on a few zombies with it. And I also have a surprise build that I'm going to be showing you guys. It's really awesome, so let's get started. Alright, so before we start checking out this fan-powered hovercraft, I just can't wait for the surprise, guys. I don't want to wait till the end of the video. Let's take a look at it right now. Now, take a look at this. This is a really tiny Avengers Helicarrier thing that's using the fan mod to fly. Now, I'm not sure if you're aware or not, but in the other videos using these fans in the builds, you probably saw some stuff get blown around by them, and those things would kind of get blown a certain distance and then stop. But that kind of is a little misleading with the fans, because when you actually attach them to a creation, they really just act as a thruster, and it doesn't matter if there's something underneath it like the ground. They're just going to keep on blowing, and they're going to move you higher and higher. So that's why I decided to build this little mini helicarrier, and that was to show you guys the flight properties of using these fans. Now, I did also have to use some thrusters for the stability, because I've said it before and I'm gonna say it again, these fans are really laggy, so you can really only do so much with them. But we're gonna hop into the main bridge here. Now, this is kind of funny, actually. This is an invisible seat block right there. You hop into it, and then your character disappears, and we are essentially inside of the bridge of the helicarrier. You can even, like, look around as if you're sitting right on top of it. But here we go, guys. We have a few switches that we're going to be pressing. So the one key is going to activate the downward thrust. So I'm just using thrusters to counteract the forces from those fans. But now we're going to press 2, and that turns the fans on. So if we turn off 1, you're going to see this is all fan power. This is only fans pushing us up, and then we turn 1 on, so that way it actually slows our ascent, and we'll kind of just level off at some point. And now we have W, A, S, and D for the controls, and check this out, guys. We have really cool little thruster lights in the back. When you press W and you start flying forward, you can see those turn on in the back there. So yeah, this is basically just a miniature helicarrier. Now, I don't know if you guys remember or not, but I did make a helicarrier a long time ago. Now, that was like completely vanilla. It was a ridiculously huge build, but I'm really happy with the way this one looks. But I mean, you look at this and you can tell instantly that that is the helicarrier. So I don't know if you guys noticed or not, on the bottom this does have a gyro in it, so you can spin around like so, and you are going to stay level no matter what, and that is what is also being used with those thrusters there. Alright, so we're going to turn all of these things off here, and we're just going to bring this right back down to the ground. Alright, here we go. We are coming up on top of this thing. Now, I didn't actually add like a strafe function or anything, so there's really no way to actually get over top of this thing. I think this is looking pretty good. I didn't think I was going to be able to get it. Alright, there we go. This is looking good. Let's land it right softly. Oh, geez. I think this is actually as good as it gets. But now we have the helicarrier on the hovercraft. Alright, so now it is time to hop on board the fan-powered hovercraft. All we have to do is kind of jump up on this skirt right here. Okay, maybe if we go around to this side here. Now, one of the funnest things I did have while making this hovercraft was adding that huge skirt around it. I didn't know how I was going to do it, because obviously on a real hovercraft, it's something that's soft, it's malleable, and it can move, but this is clearly not the case. This is extremely solid stuff. So what I ended up having to do actually is, let's see, well, let's just put it on a lift here, and underneath it you can see I have some wheels on each corner. So these fans here are all powered by sensors. Now, I have 2 different sensors. One is set to 4, and the other one is set to 6. So that way, there's one that's going to turn on, and then another one that turns on really shortly after the drop down. So that way you get a little bit of a hovering effect, and the wheels, they just make sure that if it does touch the ground, it doesn't completely stop your momentum. So on the deck here of the military hovercraft, we do have 2 turrets. There's one right there, and there's another one here. Now, the great thing about those is they are camera controlled. So I'm going to set up some zombies a little bit later, and we're going to try and take some shots at that while hovering around. Now, I do have some fans here. Now, this is where the build truly becomes fan-powered, and that's because these fans at the back are what is moving this entire craft. It's extremely interesting while trying to navigate. And then, of course, guys, we do have the entire little deck area here where you can store some type of military vehicles. Now, this thing probably can't carry very much, simply because we are actually using the fans. And now the fans are pretty strong, but eventually they do lose their power. Alright, so let's hop into the main seat here. Now, the first thing you're gonna see is those turrets are now tracking our cameras, and we can aim with it. And we also have spotlights as well, so if it does get dark out, maybe one day we'll have some day and night cycles built into the game, and we'll actually be able to use these lights effectively. And now if I zoom out just a little bit, you can see back here, guys, this is the fans that I was showing you earlier. Now, if I press A and D, you can see this thing actually, Alright, so on this side we can see a little bit better. If I turn with A and D, you can see the fans, I think they're turning almost 90 degrees. Yeah, you can see it's like almost 90 degrees. So this gives us the ability to turn on a dime. Alright, so let's get this thing hovering. I believe it's just by pressing 1. There we go. So now the entire craft is hovering above the ground, and I have 2 there. Look at this, guys. We have the fans in the back. Now, those fans aren't actually generating the wind. They're just there for the animated effect. But you can see the fans that are behind those ones are actually what is effectively driving us. Now, look at this, guys. When I press A and D, like I mentioned, we have the massive steering. So we're going to try and just like swing this around. Look at that. We can swing this around really, really fast, just like so. And then we can just kind of step on it like that. Oh, man. Okay, so this thing is really fun to kind of fly around in. It's a little difficult to get used to, and sometimes, like I've mentioned in other videos, it's nice to have a new vehicle experience in Scrap Mechanic. You know, you kind of get tired of the same old cars, the same old planes, but this thing is actually kind of ridiculous because you have to constantly catch yourself while you're gliding around. Alright, so let's see here. We're gonna try and get up out of this quarry here. You can see we're slowly... Okay, wait, nope, that was not supposed to happen. Alright, so I'm just gonna spawn in another hovercraft here. Now, I don't even know if we're gonna be able to get out of this quarry. I think the way I've got us spawned in here, we might actually be able to. So let's get us hovering. You can see, as soon as we start hovering, we start drifting down the side of the hill here. Oh, no, this is going really bad. All right, we're going to give this another shot. I think I'm just going to try and, like, turn right, like, right away, I think. Just like this. Yeah, turn right. And we're just going to gun it up this hill right here. This is pretty much the least steep slope around. I don't know what I was thinking trying to go up that side there. All right, let's see if we can at least get up and over this lip. All right, there we go. Up and over. Alright, perfect. Alright, so I'm going to try and navigate towards the edge of the map because there are just too many trees in this area. Alright, there we go. We made it by this tree. Now you're going to get a chance to really see just how much this thing swings around while you're cruising. Now, I don't even know how an actual hovercraft has the steering set up. I'm pretty sure it's kind of like fans in the back like this. I might be completely wrong, but I feel like in real life, they probably slip around like this as well, and I'm sure you wouldn't take them around in an area that had giant boulders like this. And of course, like I mentioned earlier, the skirt on this thing would actually be soft and rolling over stuff. Alright, so I feel like maybe if I had some thrusters at the front of this hovercraft, it would be able to balance us out a little bit better. But basically what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to try and get out of this place by going up ahead right there. Alright, there we go. We're finally pointed in the right direction, and I'm going to cruise up along the side of this mountain. You know what? This is actually going to be a good spot right here. I'm going to set up some zombies, and we're going to take aim with these turrets. Alright, there we go, guys. The zombie apocalypse has started, and we have been sent out with this hovercraft to try and destroy them. So here we go. We're going to turn on the hovercraft. Okay. And now we've got these camera-controlled turrets. Now, I can't remember what button is. Okay, I think it's 4. There we go. Alright, so they're not zeroed in. One is kind of facing to the left, and one is facing to the right here. So I guess we can really only use one of these spud cannons at a time. But here we go. Let's try and take out a zombie. There we go. Okay, let's move up our position here. Oh yeah, we're gonna destroy these zombies. I'm having a really hard time aiming. Okay, I just have to actually make sure I center the screen here. Oh, whoa, whoa, I'm actually pressing the wrong button. Okay, there we go. Oh yeah, get rid of that zombie. Let's see if we can't get rid of that one there. Yes. Okay, wow. So the camera control stuff is so easy to use. Oh, look at this. I think we actually started shooting at this one right there accidentally. Oh, yeah. Awesome. Okay, now let's see here. We're going to try and run over that zombie right there. Let's see what happens with the hovercraft. Oh, yeah. There you go. Oh, we went right over it. And is it going to come out the other side? There it is. It came out the other side. Wow, that is crazy. So imagine if we had like some saw blades under here or something and those zombies got shredded up after you drove over them. Oh man, this is awesome. Alright, now let's see. Can we try and snipe those zombies from way back here? Okay, we're actually bouncing around a lot. Whoa, I think I actually just got a headshot on one of them. Yes, I definitely got rid of one of those zombie heads there. Now we're going to take off the last one's head, hopefully. Okay, maybe not, but we did just destroy it. And there you go, guys. That's the zombie apocalypse completely taken care of with just a single hovercraft. So, guys, that is going to be the video for today. I sure hope you did enjoy these fan creations. Now, guys, if you did enjoy the builds or the video, then let me know by hitting that like button. And if you want to see some more Endless Scrap Mechanic, then be sure to subscribe to the channel and maybe even turn on some notifications so you get the latest and the craziest coming from me in Scrap Mechanic. So again, thank you for watching, and I'll be seeing you in the next one, so bye for now.